I got in and Windows decided it wanted to update. So of course I didn't have time to set everything up until after it had updated. Excuse me. So, but here we are, 10 minutes late, but we are here, and that's the main thing. I'll jump straight into it as usual. So this is what we got last time, and I've had to listen once already while I've been waiting for setting everything up. It's sounding really interesting. I've got some ideas already, and this is what we've got. As usual, I'm messing things up. Pause that. Get that out of the way. Yeah, as usual, I'm messing things up. But I've got the right stuff going now. Howdy, Sergeant Bilko. How's it going, lad? Or lady, as you very well might be. There are female sergeants out there. So I've got some good ideas going here, and I'm thinking. I'm thinking we drop these drums here. I want a snare though. I want that. That's the drum beat I want. Right there. That was awful, but something like that. Have I got a bass in there yet? I ain't got a bass yet, have I? Today's my chance to put in a nice sine wave bass. Boom, boom. I've got loads of instruments already. What's this going to be? This has nothing on it, right? Delete that. You know. Right. Add an instrument track. FM8. FM8's pretty good for yeah, I have unmuted the mic. You can hear me. FM8's pretty good for the bass that I'm after. I just want a very simple sine wave bass. Woo. But that's not quite what I was after, but that's a good idea. I like that, but without the stuff on it, so I'm going to keep that one, and I want to change it. I've forgotten how to edit the sounds in this. There we are. It's got a lot of percussion on it. Let's drop down the... It's sounding alright. Something like that. Just record that in. I don't normally record stuff in, but let's go for it. Yeah, that effect is all in FM8. That's all in the Moog bass thing. Right there, I'm pointing at the screen like you can see my hand. I'll show you. I'll use the mouse. Right there is the chorus delay. If I take that off, we got none of that. And of course, then there's the effect for it right there. All in FM8. You could use this live to play with. You know, throw this up, hook it up to a MIDI keyboard, and then obviously out through an amp. And it's so versatile. You can make whatever sounds you want. We could add overdrive, which actually drive it up. You can hear it a little bit. Ooh, can mod wheel it. Oh, it doesn't. My mod wheel sucks. I have like a touchpad mod wheel, and it's awful. I need a better keyboard. But anyway, enough of that. Yeah, it's great, and this is, I don't even know what version of freaking FM8 this is, but it's really, they do it justice to Native Instruments every time. They're always adding good stuff. The only thing that I'm disappointed with is the battery kits, because they had a load of really nice battery kits in Battery 3, and then in Battery 4 they removed, well, they didn't remove them, they just didn't include a load of the old stuff. There's not a lot of legacy kits in there. Right, so we've got that bass down. I'm thinking, I need to put that note back in. Cut it off. I've cut the note off the start. Right there. Oh, yeah. I wonder if I can get that going. Just use this for to play with it. Loop it. Oh, that'd be well good. Ah, the originals, yeah. Yeah, well, but that was the whole point of the Sims. They were. I always felt that they were sort of designed in that way that they were modular. You know, that you were to add your own things. I mean, if you go right back to the old Sims of forever ago with all the patch wires and stuff, you know, that's what it was all about. It was about adding to that and doing it your way, and that's how, you know, that's how all the other Sims came about. And that's why there's so many variations of all the stuff these days, and that's why Synths are so versatile. It's just knowing how to use them, and I don't really know enough because I don't play with them enough. You know, like the presets. I use the presets, sure, but I don't ever go in and say, right, I'm gonna make my own sound, or I want to sound like that, but I want it totally different. I tend to use a preset, and then, like just then, if I don't like a certain part of it, I'll find out what it is that makes that part, like the clicky sound, and I'll sort of just tweak that, and that's about the extent of what I do with synths. I'm no synth master. Alright, let's get this idea down then. Right, something like that. I'm totally winging it every time I play that. Right, that's the start. That is the start. So that's how it's gonna go. Oh, hang on. Drop in, please. Why didn't it record? That always works. Oh, point. You know, I'm so stupid sometimes. But that was a good run. It sounded good. But I think this actually needs to be more anyway. Just in case, we'll just duplicate that and unloop it. Yeah, man, and the DX7 is it's a classic. I mean, we had a couple of DX7s at college back when I were at college. That's like a few years ago now, and that's sort of they're the stuff that I learnt like MIDI on and Cubase on. Some good stuff. I have to I mean, I'm stuck with this. It's called an Icon, and it's great. And it's a little modular thing, and actually, it's got a port on the side of it, and they do a load of stuff, like mixing decks that are all the same size and stuff, like a mixer, a chaos pad type thing, and they're great. But for for this kind of stuff, if you want to really get into control and stuff like that, these are rubbish on this. I mean, sure that they work, but they're very You can't. If I put my finger there, the mod wheel shoots up to there suddenly, and it flickers about like mad. Whereas, you know, obviously with a proper physical mod wheel, you've got perfect control. And I should really be looking into getting something like that. But I need to upgrade Cubase first because I'm on 5, and the latest one is now Cubase 8 or 9. So I need to be saving some money for that really. And then Complete 11 is out as well. The list goes on. The list is always growing. Alright, let me get this idea down before I forget, because I will forget. Right. Here we go. But because it's MIDI, and the beautiful thing about MIDI, you can just go in and tweak it. Yeah. And that's the beauty of MIDI, and you know, it's so versatile. The only thing is it costs a chuffing fortune. And that was Yorkshire, by the way, that wasn't swearing. I think that was meant to go there. If we get rid of those, that should actually sound not too bad. I want to cut that in half. Like Ben Duncan was saying last time, you know, he says that he has always put things in this way. He's put all his music sort of in like this, with the you know, drawing it in with the pen and MIDIing it like that. I say I was brought up, all my sort of musical production life, that's what I've done. And you can see why, kind of, because, I mean, yeah, you get a nicer feel if you just record it in. But unfortunately, if I record it in, I then go in and straighten it up, well, I might as well just write the stuff in anyway and just, you know, say it, because it takes me just as long to straighten it up as it does to just write the full thing in perfect in the first place. And every time I have this argument with myself, but I want to be more artistic, I want to be like composery and you know, just throwing out notes, blah, 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 and it all sounding great. But then my brain's like, but it's not straight. Sort it out. And I've got to sort it out. And if I don't, I can hear it every single time, that slightly outness. Like, I can hear the basses out. I've been hearing that all the way around. That wants to be there. There we go. Ba ba dum. I think that should be right. That sounds really nice, actually. Just make sure this second one's not out as well. It is a little bit. See, that sounds out. Only a little bit, but this is a bit weird. There we go. Get rid of that old one. Actually, we've done that in one loop, but now what I'm going to do is that was the bass that I've added there. How would that sound if I whacked it on here? Can anybody else hear strings over that? By the way, I think I sent a link to everybody, and of course, everybody's missing the stream now because it went to that link, and I messed up big time. I should actually just quickly share this link out, shouldn't I? I mean, there's only freaking a little bit of time left. Sorry, wrong link. Mostly missed the show. Join anyway. No, don't start playing no video from Twitter. We don't want to know. Yeah. Well, totally on beats can make it sound robotic, which, as you say, might be what the creator wants. But I think that's the beauty of it. Someone who can have all the notes on the beat and then sort of make it sound natural. I mean, that's not just down to the you know, like me. It's not down to the creator. It's also down to the people who create the samples. You know, like the contact stuff is amazing for it sounding natural, no matter whether it's on the beat or not. Just try. You're right. You know, try, like you say, a classical piece. It just sounds awful. It'd sound awful if it was all quantized and syncopated exactly on the beats where they're supposed to be. You know, without that slight human error. That's where the beauty of it comes, when you've got a big full orchestra and everyone is very, very slightly out with each other. but only because of sound traveling and all that sort of stuff. And that's what makes it beautiful and emotional when it's live, and that's the beauty of live music. In this situation, if you can make it sound really natural, I think I think there's a lot of skilled people out there who can. I try my best, and sometimes I'd have this breakthrough day where I'll be composing and everything's on the dot like it always is, but it sounds just amazing. For instance, if you check out one of my tracks, Dimension Dash, that is everything in that track is on the dot, in terms of 64 beats, 30-second beats, and whatever. But it sounds just amazing. And I know it's my own track, and I'm saying it sounds amazing, but I mean in terms of it gives that emotion and that feeling that you want. Right, strings, and I've got 5 minutes left. Naturally, I don't. I'm gonna have to layer these. You see, I've got it working now. It loads up, bang, straight away. I'll tell you what. Oh no, I can mix it all in here, can't I? I don't want to be. It don't need to be a detailed strings section either. We'll have you a bit more to the right, a little bit more to the left. What we got there? 39. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, yeah, I know what you're saying. Pal. Let's see if I can make something amazing here now. I can't remember what I'm trying to do. No, See, another thing is I'm awful at playing keys, so all the velocities are all over the place. Oh man, don't even go into jazz. Don't even go there. That's just not fair. They've got like a freaking. They've been blessed. They've been blessed. It sounds like. No man, I can't even. You can't put that stuff into words. It's stuff's what they do. Look up the Funk Brothers. They have been on the most hits ever. Full funk piece band, and I can never remember. I'm really rubbish with history, and I can't remember when they were from. But they were around with Ike Turner and Tina Turner, and before that, like they were at the heart and the soul of Motown and all that sort of stuff. Look up the Funk Brothers, and it's just a set of session musicians, drummers, and that lot. I watched the full documentary on them. They're amazing. There's, it's ridiculous. Yeah, yeah. It's like they've got something to say, and it's just coming out. It's just there. Right, I've got 5 minutes to put these strings down. We're gonna have to, we're gonna have to have a good chat about this sort of stuff at some point, because musicians, man, creative people in general, aren't they just amazing? And I'm here just pretending with me my cup of tea, just pretending that I'm a composer. I'm just dabbling in music a little bit, and they're out there pouring their hearts and souls out. I mean, don't get me wrong. I put everything into this, but I just look up to them in awe. T Square. I'll hang on. I'm gonna write that down. I'll look them up. I've been listening to a band called Fox Capture Plan, and they're not jazz. I couldn't really tell you what they are actually, but they're my sort of stuff at the moment. Japanese band. T square. Sorry for the earthquake on the camera. It's me writing. Right, I'll look them up. I've got it written down there, look. I'll look them up later. Right, let's get these strings down anyway. I've got the idea of what I want. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, well, I heard them while I was in Japan. Literally walking through this store, down. Oh, where the frick were we? Where were we now? We're in Tokyo. I know that much. Because I was with a friend. Were we in? Yeah, yeah, we were in Tokyo, down across the bridge from Tokyo Tower. And I heard that track, and I thought, hang on, that sounds like that's the track from Eden of the East. Not Eden of the East. Yeah, Eden of the East, the first Eden of the East, where it's in a series rather than one full film. And the credit rolls track sounded like one of their tracks, and I heard their music, and I thought, hang on, is that from Eden of the East? So when I got home, I downloaded it. Of course, it wasn't, but it sounded, it sounds amazing. Anyway, stop! You're distracting me. I've got 3 minutes to put the strings on the track, and if I don't put the strings on the track, I'll forget. So 3 minutes of that's 3 minutes of strings now. There we go. One, two, three. Oh, that's awful. Right, let me get those velocities sorted out, and then at least the idea's there. They all want to be about there, so I should get rid of that. They want to all be about 66. So this is how I make things sound natural. Particularly with drums, I learned very early on at college. This was when I knew nothing. I was just learning Cubase, and I learned very early on to use velocities when messing with drums. Because of that, my drums always, well, depending on what the drum kit is, of course, they always tend to sound really natural. Like hi-hats don't sound really computerized or anything. No, man, no, sorries. This conversation's great. I love this stuff. If I could do a live show, or like a show where I just chat about this stuff, I would. But I've made myself look like an idiot because I actually don't know that much. I know a lot of tiny parts of things, but I don't know one full topic. Like the Funk Brothers, I don't know where they're from. Well, I know they're from America. I don't know what sort of year they were around. Years. I couldn't tell you a track specifically. Name any Motown track and they'll be on that. I'm full of this stuff and I'm passionate about it, but I don't know enough. It'd have to be like me with someone else, like Hiko Simon, just chatting about like stuff. I mean, like we did on the Tokyo Jam, where we were all talking about different bands that we liked and stuff. Because it's so good to talk about things you love, and when you're in if you're in a position where not everyone's lucky enough to have a wife who's into music, or gaming or whatever you're into. Not everyone's lucky enough to have a partner that's into the same thing as you. And it's great when you get people like-minded, like yourself, Hiko Simon, Tai, Matagaijin Cat, and everyone else. And it's just great. And yeah, one thing I want you to do, you want more videos, right? Pardon my English, but pester the crap out of everybody in the Tokyo Digital crew. Because they all want to do videos, but some of them are maybe, they're a bit tied up, or they're not feeling that people really want to hear from them. Please, just put it out there. Share the love for all the crew, because we want to put videos out. Sometimes, like with the Tokyo Jam, there's been a couple of issues with timing. We can't really all be there now. Hopefully, we might end up doing a show that fluctuates in terms of when it's on. We could do something like that, couldn't we? Where one time it's on when Hiko Simon hosts, and I could host another time, and that sort of thing, and we could get stuff going that way. But it's organising it. So please, pester us, give us a kick up the rear, as they say, to do more stuff. Hiko Simon's just released another track called 8-Bit actually on SoundCloud, which sounded pretty good. It'd be really cool if we could all maybe spend a month pumping out like 3 or 4 tracks each, then get on the show, chat about them, chat about the YouTubers who are using them, because that's my main thing. I want to talk about the people using the music, like Charlie no Sekatsu, Chillin Kansai, Al Camino, all these people, Nippon Culture Quest, Wikipedia, I want to talk to these people and talk about these people, because they're using our music, and by using our music they promote us, so I want to promote them as well, Yeah, Ty did have a show going, and his hard drive fried. It's actually he's lost a lot of music, a lot of tracks he's been working on. Well, yeah, that's what I want to do. Bring some of the users onto the show. That's the one. But yeah, Ty is he's hoping to get the show going and stuff. He's been saying he wants to make some music, wants to make some videos, whether they be live videos or not. He wants to do both. He's just had a couple of issues with his hard drive frying. His mate's fixing it right now, and he'll be back up soon. Believe me, I'll be because I look forward to hearing Ty, because he's a great guy. He's really chilled out, and he'll once he gets live, I don't think he'll be able to stop him. Aside from work, of course. Right, so let's hear how these strings are going. Let's play this whole track through, just to see what I've done. Why are they blanked out? Why are you blanked out? Oh yeah, because you didn't sound good. Right. Last playthrough, and then I have to go. Otherwise, my wife will kill me, and there will be no show next week. Backups. Yes. You see, I'm stupid because I actually haven't got any backups at the moment. All my stuff is on an external hard drive. However, I guess it's you never know when a drive's going to fry, because it can be various different things. But I'm hoping that, because mine stays in one spot all the time, I just dust it, that's it. Hoping that it'll be safe, because I don't have that much space to play with. Right, last playthrough, and then I need to go, ladies and gentlemen. that's the thing about working with one focus bit, and you focus it for ages and ages, and while you focus, the ideas might change, and then you'll zoom out and listen to the whole thing, and you realise, hang on, that's not even the same track, or you're like, wow, that sounds amazing, and it can be really difficult sometimes. I'm really sorry I messed everything up. It helps if you unmute the microphone. Thank you for that. Yeah. So whatever, I don't remember what I've said since I muted it, but whatever. I gotta go. Thank you everybody. I look like a right idiot now. Thank you everybody for for coming around, for watching this live or not. It doesn't matter. Just give it a thumbs up if you like what you're hearing. If you like my rambling, then that's great. If not, I apologise. I really can't stop that. It's in my blood. Press save on that. Please, like I've been saying earlier, pester us to get more videos out, because we'll make time for it. Hiko Simon made time for this. I'm sure if we can get stuff going, if you pester us enough, we will get round to organising and properly sorting out what we're doing with the Tokyo Digital Jam, because it'd be good to see that back, right? Yeah. Ty's got some stuff coming up live show wise once he gets his hard drive sorted and he gets some tracks going again. Mata Gaijinka is working on something that I can't tell you right now because I haven't actually had permission, I realise. Hiko Simon's just got out the 8-Bit World, 8-Bit Dreams track that he's done. He's been working on a couple of loops over the holidays. He actually, while he's been away, he had a vote thing on. Go listen to that, give that a like on SoundCloud. Give me a thumbs up on here. Please, any feedback, leave it in the comments. I'm going to write down in a couple of these other bands that Bilko's been talking about. Where are my pennies? Thank you, everybody. And well, that's it. We don't always have to be there, but somebody does have to be there. At least one person, sort of, to host it. But anyway, that's another issue. Thank you, everyone. Time to close the stream. Bye bye. Oh, you see, you can only see half my head. Why didn't you tell me that I only had half a head? Anyway, see yous all.